Good morning. How's everyone doing today? Or I guess good afternoon if you are in London, good evening if you are in Saudi Arabia, or good night, good very early morning if you are in the Asian continent. Seoul, it's 1 a.m., Sydney, it's 3 a.m. How's it going, Tech? Ibori, Mr. Weedy, good to see you guys here. Thanks for jumping on. We got about an hour until that Kingsland Pass opens. So we're just going to kind of be hanging out and chatting and chilling until then. Need to adjust one of these graphics here. It looks a little big. Okay, good. How are you guys doing today? Lock that back down. I've been constantly farming gems and running forts and farming gems. Although I did get really bored this morning and I went through all of my armaments, every single commander. I removed all my armaments and went and put armaments back on because I wanted to make sure that I had my top fighting marches equipped the best. So we'll run through those quickly. Boudica, I wish I had some all damage here, but you can't argue with all archer stats, right? I'm doing good, Tech. It was a late night last night. My wife and daughter got home from the Dominican Republic right around midnight, so I didn't want to leave them hanging and sleep through their homecoming. Then we were up real early this morning, get a little bit of work done, jump on Rise of Kingdoms, and redo all my armaments on all my commanders. So. This KvK has 14. The two biggies are 1429 and 1916. You may recognize 1075, Chisgle's previous kingdom. The other kingdoms I don't really know off the top of my head as far as anything substantial, but it's in the video description. So it's 1429, 2332, 2460, 2044 versus 2345, 1541, 1916, and 1075. Yeah, thanks. I like where Boudica is at. I wish I had some all damage on here, but I'm not going to sacrifice archer statistics for just a 0.5% or something crazy of all damage. So I run Boudica Arty, and then, here, we'll put marches. I 1916 was kind of struggling the other day. So we'll have to see where they're at. I think everyone is just kind of trying to defense up until Kingsland opened today. So hopefully they go hard and we get some good fights today. But I run Boudica Arty, Nibu YSG. So here's my Nibu. No inscriptions on Nibu, but he gets targeted real fast, especially once they see YSG behind him. And then we run Gilgatami. So Onslaught is normal attack, and Shielded is some nice defense. Then Guan Scipio. Guan is, if I remember how I did this morning, he's stacked. Not a lot of, again, no all damage. I seem to not get all damages on these, but infantry attack, okay, not so great. Defense, yeah. Health is nice, 5.1. Guan's a glass cannon generally, right? But we've got this 10% chance to increase all troop damage by 5% for 3 seconds. So that's a nice one. And then we've got 2.5% skill damage, 3.5% defense, another 1.5% skill damage, and then counterattack damage 1.5. So Guan's looking nice and spicy. moving down to Sargon. Nope, that's Gilgamesh. Those two guys look very similar, right? So Sargon CJ, we've got attack 4.5, health 4.8. Nothing major there, but then we've got all damage there at 1.9. Another 2.5 troop health. And then troops receiving healing or shield deal 2% more damage. And then additional attack 2.5%. Hey, Plato and Plato's chat, welcome. Thank you for the raid, Plato, once again. God bless you. Thanks for kicking us off and starting us off in the right direction. I see those watch numbers jumping very quickly. Kingsland for the KvK we're going to watch doesn't start for about 55 minutes or so yet, so I'm just going through armaments right now. I went through and changed every single March armament this morning. That took about 90 minutes. So we're up to my Nevsky Joan March. All damage 2% here, so that's fairly good. And health is a little bit, defense is 4.3, attack is 2.2, and then the armaments are Warcry, Alert, Vitality, and Smite. So I like where Nevsky's at. Obviously get some of that siege crap off of there and maybe better off. And XY depends. Usually it's XY Williams, sometimes it's XY Honda. But we got a little bit of attack. XY is kind of a glass cannon himself, so I tried to load up on the defense and the health there. Inscriptions are Tremors. Hey, Beast. Brutal. And Hardy. Thanks, John, for the subscription. By the way, I should have done this as soon as Plato raided. If you don't know who Plato is or who Beast is and are living under a rock, PLOTO, I'll put links to their channel in here as well. Be sure you're subscribed to them if you're not already. Between Plato, Beast, Lattice, and I, we do a podcast every other Saturday. We call it the Creators Corner Podcast, where we get together and talk about the hot topics for Rise of Kingdoms. Our next one will be a week from today at 14 UTC, so it'll be on Lattice channel, so be sure you're subscribed to Lattice Gaming as well, so you can go out there and catch us when we go live. Alright, so that's the XY March. Then Trajan is support. Use him in the Echelon formation. Nice. There's no siege stats on here. I don't run him with siege, so I do a mixed march. So every single stat here does help out. And then skill damage 1.5. Hey Hornet, how you doing? What else do we got? I got a little bit of arch formation stuff on Zenobia. Again, usually it's Xeno YSS, so the mixed troops is not a problem in here. And then defense 2.5. Of course, if I'm garrisoning a critical pass or something, I'll probably switch that to some much better gear. If I run a 3rd Infantry March, it's usually Harold Alex, so this is the 3rd Infantry March. Just some of the leftover stuff, but yeah. Infantry health 7.1%, infantry defense 7.2%. So, I mean, I like where I'm at. You know, I bought the bundle for 2 weeks and a couple of days. Stopped buying it yesterday. I wasn't getting a good return on my investment any longer. Then we got Richard here. Richard is the hollow square formation, and I simply use him for Sunset Canyon. And it's all infantry behind Richard. So we're trying to load up on infantry stats, but I really didn't want to open many of those choice chests for hollow square since it's only for Canyon, right? KvK, that's my speed march. If you guys didn't see it already, I put out a video this morning with some tips. Can't talk, need more coffee. Some tips and tricks for armaments, just some things and useful information that I've learned over the last 3 weeks. One of those is you can run multiple formations. You see, you've got armaments on the triple line formation here, but if I want to, I can switch to the wedge formation, and I have armaments on for the wedge formation. So you can switch back and forth between formations to use different armaments, depending upon the situation, right? I mean, march speed, obviously, I'm going to use to grab runes, to, maybe if I'm farm killing, which I don't generally do because it's very tedious and I hate jumping resource nodes, but, generally my CC is used for grabbing things I need to grab quickly. But if I want to do, say, a barb fort or something, I can easily switch to the wedge formation and still have equipment on him. Or still have armaments on him. So it's not like equipment, where you can have 3 different presets and switch to a blank preset and then take all this equipment and put it on another commander's preset. But I don't know, it does help a little bit if that's what you're interested in. And you'll notice on a lot of these commanders, like triple line formation, triple line formation. And that's because these are the commanders that I use when I need to get a march somewhere quickly to fill a rally or fill a structure, specifically the Barca and the Caesar and the Freddy that give you increased troop capacity. So that extra little bit of march speed will help get those troops there a little bit quicker. I do have some extra cavalry stuff on Saladin, but I don't generally use a 3rd cavalry march in the field. I don't even have equipment yet for a 3rd cavalry march. So if you missed joining us the other night, we did the archaeological dig, and we were able to get a war helmet of the Hellish Wasteland. I had this refined to 75%. We then refined it to that 100%. So got the chest piece and the boots to go, and armaments are accessories are gonna take a while, but we'll have all the pieces then crit, and we'll be happy with that march. And then it will be on to refining and making sure I have a fully crit set for infantry as well. I do have a couple iconic crystals that I can put on stuff. I don't know quite where I want to put it yet. Yeah, 40 people watching. Would appreciate it if you can press the like button if you enjoy the content. Obviously, you don't have to. Do what you want to do. But it does cost you absolutely nothing. And it helps me out greatly. So, like I said, we're just farming a few gems here. We'll go take a look at that KvK map here in a second. Alright, I think it was this level 7 pass here. Yep. So if we scroll out, we got the fire camp. It is fire and earth against wind and water. We were watching some KvK action the other day. It was a lot of back and forth here at this pass. The fire camp was able to build a fort into this territory here. And they really didn't do much after that. They didn't start burning these 1916 forts or anything. Somebody was saying they don't take dead troops, but based on some of their statistics, I don't believe that to be the case. But it looks like once Kingsland opens, everyone's going to have a path into Kingsland. T2A and 916 going in the bottom here. The water camp going in the bottom here. We got fire camp, earth camp. So it should be an interesting fight. Looks like 75 is over here. My guess is they're going to try and cut these guys off by going this way. So we're probably going to see a bunch of fighting here. Probably going to see a bunch of fighting over here. Should be good. The fire camp did. When I was watching anyway, they had taken this pass over here. and they were burning water camp flags and forts in this area, but it looks like they didn't push much further into this zone. So it's going to be a Kingsland fight. It's going to come down to who wins Kingsland, right? All right, Plato. Tell the missus hello, and thanks again for the raid. Do appreciate it. Now, one thing we have experienced in the past, and granted we're a small kingdom, but, we've been fighting and fighting and fighting for a past 7, and, as soon as we went into Kingsland, one enemy came at us in Kingsland, and the other camp continued to push that past 7 and try and build through and cut us off down there. So, we'll have to see if that happens. It looks like most of these camps have their zones heavily carpeted with flags, so it will be like trying to find a chink in the armor somewhere to try and get into this wind and water zone, or this wind and water zone here. Sorry, this is earth and fire here. Wind and water, wind and water. So, I mean, they may not even try. My guess is that, if they could have fort dropped somewhere in here, they would have done it already. Maybe they tried, and I just don't know. So Kingsland looks to be a doozy. But we do got some time yet. How are you guys all doing? What's going on in your kingdoms and your KvKs? Anyone in a KvK where you can get inscription rewards yet? Looking forward to that. That's going to add a new element to the game, right? Just run through my farms here real quick, or 4 of my farms anyway, and make sure I got gatherers out. Altar fight in HA. Is it going on right now? We can take a look at that, Turkey. Watch that for a little bit before these passes open. Little war cry for the war. I don't know if I have a war cry. How's this?
Fight!
Fire! 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 Fire!
Ah, you're still fogged. That sucks. Oh well. Past 7 took 30 million to be taken. 30 million dead troops. That's nice. That's nice. Very nice. What were the garrison and commanders and rally commanders that were being used? Stitch, good morning. Bright and early in Cali. Hope all is well with you. $30 minutes? Oh, 30 minutes. Okay, not 30 million dead. I was, okay. 30 minutes, that's not a huge amount of time, so. Eren or Aaron, thank you for the subscription. Greatly appreciated, my dude. Yeah, I mean, I've literally seen past rallies go on for 6, 8, 10, 12 hours. So 30 minutes is, sorry, no offense, not a long time. Oh, you're in a dead kingdom? Sorry to hear that. So, okay, so our kingdom isn't what I would call a dead kingdom. It's a well-managed kingdom, right? We have a limited number of players. People have to apply and go through an interview process to get into the kingdom. You know, that way we can make sure that we are bringing in people who are going to fit in with those of us that are already here. But, you know, when you're in a smaller kingdom with players that are less active, you need to do things a bit more creatively, like, you know, fill flags and fill rallies and fill passes with farm troops. And then if your pass or your flag is getting rallied, then you swarm down the rally with your main accounts, right? I mean, at least that's how we do it here, and it has been rather successful. It doesn't work every KvK. You know, we have KvKs where, you know, our allies are, how do I phrase this correctly? Our allies are not the most active or not the most intelligent kingdoms, whether it's in our camp or a camp that we ally with. Not this last KvK, I'm not referencing that. But you know, it takes a village, right? One person can't do it alone, especially a pass. But the thing with a pass is they can only hit it with 3 marches at a time, whether it's 2 rallies and 1 swarmer, or 3 rallies. So they would have to coordinate a triple rally or a double rally to have them both hit at the same time in order for it to be effective. So if you can fill that pass with farm troops while you use your main accounts to swarm down the rally, that's probably going to be the best way to defend passes like that. Your leader will buy a kingdom. We're tired of weak leadership. I hope that works out well for you. Hey, Robin, thanks for the subscription. Do appreciate it. Again, really not a whole lot going on until this pass opens, which let's double check the time, make sure I didn't read the time incorrectly at 3 o'clock in the morning when I was looking at this. Your king has spent at least 4 KvKs farming. What kingdom are you in, if you don't mind saying so? I mean, if you don't wanna say, I completely understand. This is it, right? Yeah. Okay. So 38 minutes. So yeah, right at the top of the hour. Now, I'll be perfectly honest. We don't have the most active kingdom in the world, right? But we have the, we have the fighters. You know, between Cat and Resurgence, 6.5 billion. Myself and Stitch, who's in the chat here, 5.3 billion. Stitch is a monster. He's been a monster the last couple of KvKs. You know, and then of course MF, it goes without saying, right? 30 billion kill points. Mavic's a beast. Bulgogi's taking a couple of KvKs off here. He got married recently, so we'll let that excuse go for a little while, right? Plague's more of a free-to-play player. J-Pie's a monster as well, 8.5 billion kills, you know. We've got a lot of role players here as well, people who fill flags, fill rallies. They open field fight when the need arises. But I mean, really, that's the bulk of our kingdom right there is, 30, 33, 34 people, 34 main accounts. And then these 97 accounts, these are all farms. Yeah, there are some higher powered farms here, but, you know, I mean, last KvK, I would have 3 farms open and my main account open, and all I would do with 3 farms is fill rallies and flags. So, you know, we might not have the activity of some of the bigger kingdoms, but when we have 8 to 10 people who max tech every KvK, it kind of helps, right? I'm in 1846 before Laguna came, so always glad to see new streamers. That's why I subscribe. Well, thank you. It's appreciated. New streamers, yeah. FD fleet player more than 100 million power in a DC kingdom, not really a good idea. It depends. I mean, there are different kinds of free-to-play players, right? There are those that go to the bigger kingdoms so they can soak up the gold chests. But at the same time, when you are in an Imperium kingdom for gold chests from the high spenders, you are unable to compete in events like Lord of War here. Right? I mean, look at our number one in Lord of War, 774,000 points. I mean, there's no way you see scores this low in a big kingdom. You know, we have a lower player base. Upswing doesn't spend a lot. He's a very low spender. But yet, if he wants first place, all he's got to do is say, hey, you know, I need 20 gold heads to max Nibu. You know, can I take first place in this gold head event? You know, and we do have a little bit of criteria. If the same person is asking for first or second place every single gold head event, that's going to be a problem. But if somebody just needs 20 heads to max commander, yeah, take it, man. You know, we just ask that if you want first place, you get at least double the base rewards so that others can push for the base rewards, you know. But as a free-to-play low spender, sure, you're not getting the gold chest that you get you're not getting the gold chest that you get in a D kingdom from an Imperium kingdom. But at the same time, you don't need as many of those gold chests to get the gold heads to compete in events like this or in events like MGE. MGE, we have a tightly controlled MGE as well, and typically the scores for MGE are, let me see if I can find an email. So we have a 5 million overall point limitation. So number 15 will be at 5 million points, and then it'll work its way up from there. Now, typically our MGEs, we don't see over 30 million points total for first place unless we're fighting, unless it's a KvK, right? So free-to-play players, BT is completely free-to-play. Plague is free-to-play. Callow is a very low spender. Otanis is free-to-play. Buds and Nuggets is free-to-play. You know, we include our free-to-play players in our MGE events so that they can get stuff too. And you don't see that in Imperium Kingdoms. A free-to-play player, in order to get top 15 in an MGE in an Imperium Kingdom, has to save and save and save and save. 7 billion of true power, most have 10 billion. It's really only 5 billion. I don't know what you were referencing, John. Sorry. Yeah, I agree though. Seeding isn't worth much. There are, I mean, and quite honestly, the first heroic anthem there was put us and the OV Kingdom 1052 in the same camp, and that's where I came from. I was in 1052. I was in OV, and that's where I met these guys, and absolutely destroyed Imperium Kingdoms, what was it, 1142 that had Tickle Fist and J1313, and Kingdom 1234, which was undefeated in KvKs at the time we met them. They were both Imperium Kingdoms, right? And completely demolished them. You know, OV and a D seed kingdom. These guys were a C seed kingdom at that time, but you know, still without 1029 and MF and these guys, I don't think OV would have won that KvK. Yeah. It depends on the free-to-play player, right? I mean, if you have free-to-play players that are grinding the game, I've seen free-to-play players that can absolutely hold their weight at 100 million power. Now, can they afford to get 5 million dead troops every KvK and rebuild and rebuild and rebuild? Not always. Not always. But that's where as a kingdom, you got to know who's free to play, who's low spend, who's high spend. Free to play players maybe don't swarm the flags with the rest of us, right? Pretty sure we'd lose to 1029 in a 1v1. Hey, Yaffy. Yeah, I mean, it depends on that free-to-play player and how they fight. If they fight like me and they send 7 marches into the middle of a murder ball and they sad face every march and they send 7 marches back into the middle of a murder ball, yeah, they're not going to last long. But if they fight smart and they follow the players like myself or MF or Mavic or Stitch into the battle and they hit after we do and let us take the brunt of the damage, we have free-to-play players that get 30 million kills consistently every KvK and have 1 to 2 million deads. Electro King, the graphics guru, is in chat. Those of you that don't know Electro King, Electro is in 1916, Kingdom 1916, Alliance SQ16. He designed a lot of the graphic overlays that you see on my screen. Has been a great help to me and others out there like Skywalker, Hornet, in getting their stream set up, getting graphics done for them. If you need graphics, don't hesitate to reach out to Electro King. 1916, SQ16. Whether it's recruiting banners or logos or whatever the case may be. Very quick turnaround time. And very quick turnaround time, very receptive. Does a good job. Hey, Outport, good to see you. You're still working to reach 30 million kills in 1 KvK? You'll get there. You'll get there. Eventually get there, right? Yeah, Stitch, very good point. Stitch says, if you fight with only T4, 30 million kills will be attainable only with strategy. So it depends on the person, it depends on their commanders, it depends on their equipment, it depends how they actually fight. You gotta fight smart if you're free to play. You can't just slam your troops into a murder ball and suicide them. Yep, and that's what you got to do, Robin, right? Let Makote and let the other 846 players who are whales, who have that max tech, let them hit first, and then follow them in. I mean, the thing is, when we're fighting and MF is on the field, if somebody else swarms the flag before MF does, he gets pissed off. He's like, no, let me hit first. Not because he wants the kills, but because he wants to tank for the rest of us. All right, so Electro King, hey, if you have reports you want to send me from King's Land, if you're doing some fighting there, hook up with me, dude. I would be glad to have them, but at the same time, if you are fighting and do not have time to send them, I completely understand, and I would not be offended if you don't send anything. Well, thanks, Evil. I've been around 1,477 days. I mean, I started in Kingdom 1207. That was not a pleasant experience. I went to sleep every single night wondering if I would wake up to my city being zeroed in the morning. It was a evil dictatorship in that kingdom. You did one thing wrong and they zeroed you. There was no discussion, but if somebody in their alliance did something wrong, then it was slap on the hand. We made him pay a fine. He's good to go. They would They would tell me. They would tell me, nope, no hitting farmers, no doing this, no doing that in MGE. Yet they would have people leave the alliance and then go and swarm cities and attack farmers just to get first place in MGE. And when we said something about it, oh, they weren't in our alliance at the time. There's nothing we can do about it. Yeah, but they left your alliance just for Kill Event, and they came back to your alliance as soon as Kill Event was over. They are clearly one of your alliance members. So, before KvK won, I left that kingdom. Went to 1039, the home of White Tigers and the infamous Solimar, who was at the time the highest power player in the game. And let me just find Electro King here so that we can get a PM set up with him. So played KvK 1 with them. That's when Chisgo migrated into 1039. Shortly after KvK 2, then we fought against Roni, Dragothian. I believe it was 1016. KvK 3, I believe it was against 1093. So lost KvK 2, then Chisgul and a bunch of the whales left. They went to 1075 to make that kingdom, and 1039 completely fell apart after that. There were really no fighters left, and I don't know that they've won a KvK since. We faced them ourselves in our last DC'd Kingdom KvK, and they got some good people there, don't get me wrong, but yeah, there's still not a lot of fighters there. All right. Where are we at, Electro? Hopefully you're still in SQ. Did I pass you? And you're right where your city was the other day. War Machine, yeah. I remember when I played Clash of Clans before this. So when I first started playing this game, I thought, oh, okay. In Clash of Clans, I used to attack people's villages to get resources. I got to do the same thing here. So I would attack people's cities to get resources and get zeroed almost every single night. And yeah, back in the old days, it was, oh man, this motherfucker's farming in our territory. Let's go kill him. Right? There was farm only in your own territory. Do not farm in another alliance territory. Well, there he is. Didn't realize he was up in R4. Electro King, moving up in the world, huh? The Envoy, 1% health bonus. Nice. Yeah, I don't play Clash anymore. I stopped at, what was it? Town Hall 12? Town Hall 13? Right when they had the Tesla coils that popped up out of the Town Hall. I forget what level that is. You know, found this game, came here, and I'm like, oh man, this game is kind of fun. I can upgrade real quickly from City Hall 1 to 8 to 10, you know. They suck you in with those upgrading everything relatively quickly in an hour, 2 hours, 1 minute, 2 minute, whatever the case is. And then all of a sudden you get to what? Some of this research that takes 128 days, and you're like, okay. I'm sucked in, I'm invested now, let's just bite the bullet, right? I played Clash Royale, not as much though, just a little bit here and there. Those type of games really didn't trip my trigger. Yeah, exactly, Stitch. You got gold heads in the expedition shop instead of ethelfleds. Yeah, I just Rise of Kingdoms. I just like the way you can fight people on the open field. That to me is fun. Whereas Clash of Clans was a lot of strategy on how to attack a city. What was popular back when I was doing it. Go wipe with golems and wizards and pekkas, and then you had your go wee wee with golems and wizards and witches, and Laloon with lava hounds and balloons. I mean, it was fun. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed that game for like 3 years, but at the same time, I enjoy this game so much more. And this game too, you get on voice chat with friends and you're just sitting there shooting the shit while you're fighting people. Clash of Clans, we really didn't get on voice chat ever. You could kind of coordinate everything through a Discord server. When you had a clan war, okay, you're hitting number 1 and number 3, and you're hitting number 5 and number 7. So, who's gonna win Kingsland? Whoever gets the least amount of sleep. How's that for an answer? uh, how much resources do you think one would need for 1.5 billion kill points as someone who max pop-ups only? I probably went through. Oh man, I had a chart somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. I forget where I saved it, but I think I went through close to 5 billion food, 5 billion wood, 5 billion stone, and probably 3 billion gold to get right around 1.3, 1.4 billion kill points. Now, I'm a little different than everyone else. I max my tech and I slam my marches, and I don't retreat when they're yellow, right? I will fight till the end, do as much damage as I can so that the people coming in behind me just have cleanup work to do. Do you think 24? How do you think 2460 will do? You're in that kingdom only as a farmer. Yeah, I honestly I don't know many of these kingdoms in this KvK. The one that I know, the two that I know, obviously, are 1916, because I'm friends with Skywalker, friends with Electro King, Sleepy Kai. I know some of the players in that kingdom. I know Dragothian's got an account there. Mad Phantom's got an account there. And then I just know 1075 because that was Chisgle's old kingdom, right? I don't personally know many of these other kingdoms here. A lot of people are saying 1429 are monsters. And based on what I saw the other day when we were watching them, they looked very, very strong. So if you put a gun to my head and said who's going to win this, I would say that Fire and Earth Camp are going to win this. That's the 1429, 2332, 2460, 2044 group. But that's only based on what I saw the other day. Now, I know 1916 wasn't going all out the other day when we were watching. They were kind of taking a break, and they had backbuilt their flags. They carpeted their zone with flags and forts, so they weren't really worried. So they were saving themselves for Kingsland. So that said, I mean, flip a coin. Last I heard, Drago was going to do this last KvK in 1916. He wanted to, for lack of a better term, kind of finish what he started, since he started this kingdom. But I didn't see him on the field the other day. Maybe he was taking a break, and I haven't seen him streaming recently. But I know he was quitting the game due to some health issues. So, God bless him and his family, and hopefully those health issues get sorted out. and we see him streaming again in the future. Maybe not Rise of Kingdoms, but maybe some other games, right? And I don't know why, but the music stopped. Did it? There we go. We'll just start it over. So I wish him all the best, and hopefully those health issues get sorted out. I know Skywalker has had some health issues recently. My thoughts and prayers are with him as he battles through those, and hopefully he can make a solid comeback here in the near future as well. MG, you're a joke. The king is always sleeping in 2460. So 2460 is what? They're okay. So they're excuse me. They're up here in the Earth camp. So we'll keep an eye on them. I know, from what I understand, and again, this is only what I've been told. The Earth camp was really struggling to hold the pass against the wind camp down here, which includes 1916, and they had to call fire in for backup. So, we'll see. I mean, fire was then trying to help support over here. They were fighting over here against water as well. So they were doing a hell of a job fighting on two fronts. Yeah, it should be good either way. Either way. Hopefully we see some flags burn, some cities burn, some imprisoned. Get some good reports from Electro King. I mean, I don't know how many real fighters are left in 1075 after Chisgall and his group left at 254. But win or lose, as long as everyone's having fun, that's really what matters. At the end of the day, it's a game, right? Have some BR players that jump to 71. Lord Deku, for example. I don't know. Is 71 in here? They're not in this KvK. Just saying he thinks that H75 and HOB will fight for the first flag. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, it looks like they both want to get up here. I don't know. I mean, they're both going to probably try and jump the mountains here, so... Or maybe... No, they can probably jump up here, right? It looks like they might be able to jump up here. And then 75 can jump down here. And they'll both build this way then, right? Trying to cut them off. Is HOM? That's gotta be Earth Camp? Oh, that's Fire Camp. So fire's coming through 3 passes. It looks like Earth's coming through 1. Oh, okay. Yeah, this will be interesting. Okay, those are 2 different camps. Yep, my bad. For a second, I thought they were in the same camp. Yeah, no, that's nice, YMC. I mean, anytime you get a triple stacked armament, that's a good thing. Even if it's blue, right? Because you can use that at least until you get something better. I mean, ideally, you want armaments with a nice, large percentage of all damage and health and defense. But triple stacked anything, you can't turn that shit down. So yeah, congrats. I have a feeling we will. I mean, I have a very nice computer with a 10900K processor and a 3070 Ti graphics card, 64 megs of memory, high-speed wired internet connection. But I doubt my computer is going to be able to keep up with this as well, so we may have to reduce to simplified graphics. I mean, and there are lots of people with supercomputers that can't that still get lag in this game. So it's not the computer, it's not the internet connection. It's definitely something on the low side. But you gotta figure when there are thousands and thousands of players hitting targets and sending data to and from the servers, that's gonna clog any pipeline up. Right, you can have 100 people in a football stadium all taking a dump at the same time, and if they flush the toilets, things are going to be fine. But you get 100,000 people in a football stadium all taking a shit at the same time, all flushing the toilets at the same time, and that plumbing is going to get clogged up. It's the same thing here. You got 100, 200 people all fighting, sending packets of data back and forth to the server, no problems. But you got 100,000 people sending data back and forth to the servers, problems. Nine minutes. Let's leave it here and watch this countdown. That's the best analogy I ever heard. Hey, Gavin, thanks for the subscription. That's the YMC, that's called Lambo logic. Guys I'm on Discord with, and girls I'm on Discord with every day, are used to the Lambo logic, but I haven't laid the Lambo logic on you guys here too much yet. People always ask me for reports in KvK and are your trades good? And it's like, dude, I sad-faced all the enemy marches. I don't care if my trades were good. or no. All my marches got sad-faced. Does it matter if my trades were good? I'm not on the field right now. I don't care if I got good trades. I need to get back out there, right? Enemy sad-face, good. Friendly sad-face, bad. Those are Lambo's reports. Now, sure, I do look at some flag reports and some garrison reports when I'm trying to figure out, do I need to use Boudica Henry or Gilga Henry or, Henry Nebu or whatever the case may be. But I see a lot of people that every single time they send marches home or, just scrolling through report after report. No, get you save your reports, look at them later. Get your fucking troops back out on the field and help me fight, goddammit. All right, so looks like these guys are ready to go. Let's check some of these other passes here. Solid presence here as well. Amen, Anomaly. Amen, brother. Did the flag burn? Okay, the flag burned. I don't fucking care if I traded 1 to 10. The flag's on fire. That's what matters. I'm not saying... Holy crap. Holy crap. That scares me, and I'm not even in this KvK. I'm not saying looking at reports and looking at trades makes anyone a bad person. I get it. During some of these past 7 fights, your goal is to, if you can't get into the zone because your fort blocked and they carpet bomb the entire zone with flags, then yeah, maybe your goal is to get those extremely positive trades and try and drain an enemy of resources. But at the same time, if you're fighting for territory, you're fighting for flags, you're fighting for your life, then yeah, I mean, the trades don't fucking matter. Something's going on here. So, little story about our KvK, right? We're playing Heroic Anthem. Our enemies have a pass into Kingsland down here. We have passes into Kingsland on this side and on this side. And we have territory here. We have one pass blocked for an enemy here. But the enemies have a path to Kingsland through this level 8 pass here. What does MF do? Teleports and teleports and teleports. Man must use 200 random teleports until he got a location right next to the enemy level 8 pass. What did he do? Every time they sent a rally trying to take this pass, he'd swarm the rally down. He would ignore every single other person that was attacking him and just head straight for the rally. And he'd swarm that rally down every single time. The enemy never ever got this level 8 pass, and by the time Kingsland opened, we were able to jump the mountains here. Our friendlies were able to jump the mountains here, build over, and block the level 8 pass off. So that kept just his swarming their rallies down, the enemy rallies down on that level 8 pass, that kept them out of Kingsland, period. So the enemies that had a pass down here, they built up into Kingsland. But as soon as they saw that the other camp they were allied with wasn't getting in, they kind of said, fuck it, we're done. So we had maybe 2.5, 3 hours of Kingsland fighting with the guys on the bottom, and that was it. Yeah, I mean, it was just classic MF. I mean, all of his marches were getting jumped, going to the rally to swarm it down, but he'd swarm it down every single time. He must have swarmed at least a dozen rallies down, I would say, Stitch, wouldn't you? So yeah, I think, but yeah, what you're saying is correct, Stitch. I think whoever builds in this area right here first is going to be at a huge advantage. What formation should I use with Guan? That would be the wedge formation, Yaffy. John R. says he's got a Minion 75. They're doing good. Can't comment further without giving something away. No problem, John. No problem. Good luck to you in this KvK. Another man on my own taste right there. His goal is always to burn or sad face. Fuck the trades. Yes, Anomaly, MF is a absolute beast. Hey, Mr. Boba. Jumping in the chat here with the heart emojis. Welcome, welcome. All right, so what do we got here? Any bets? Any bets on who gets their flags down in that little corner first? Drop a poll. There we go. Poll is up. Who is able to jump the mountains and build in that flag successfully? Oops. I put HOM instead of HOB. Sorry about that. HOM 75 or I don't give a fuck. Right? I don't give a fuck. I mean, I don't think that's going to make or break this KvK. What's going to make or break this KvK is 1429. I mean, just looking at the troops they have outside this level 8 pass. They are ready. It's nice that the pass is lined up for a Saturday, right? I mean, right now it's 2 a.m. in Seoul, 4 a.m. in Sydney, 8 a.m. in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, 5 p.m. in London. Here in the Chicago time zone, it's 11 a.m. So, I mean, it's you know, nobody had to take off. Well, unless you work Saturdays, nobody had to take off work for Kingsland, and it should be a good time. I don't think, I mean, at this stage in KvK, I think they just need to have the right people lined up to swarm the passes. I don't think you even have time to rally it. Sergio, good morning. I'm sorry, I do not speak Spanish. Un poquito. No comprende mucho. En inglés, por favor. That's about all I know. Sent you a message on Rock, or I don't understand the answer. Golden Kingdom, what's better? Conqueror, Battlefield, Oath, Blessing. Sid, I'm going to be honest. I don't know what each of those buffs are off the top of my head, so I can't answer you there. 6 marches and Oath is... I would always take a extra march over anything else. But that's just me. Here we go. Here we go.
Fight!
Okay. Thank you for translating, Stitch. Greetings, Sergio. Okay, they almost got that one. Ah! Load, come on. All right, let's simplify then. Oh, looks like 75 might take the pass first. Yep, they're in. And they have a flag down. So let's see, where'd the poll end? So 50% said HOB. 31% said 75, and 18% said I don't give a fuck. Y'all crazy. All right. All right. Let's see. Where's everyone going now? Let's take a look over here. Actually, I'm going to zoom out for a second and see if we can see random TPs. All right. Let's refresh the map. There we go. So now, I mean, a lot of these guys are going to be popping Skilled Craftsman, right? Which is the alliance skill that allows you to build flags quickly. The thing with that skill, though, is if you pop it way before, while troops are marching to the flag, it's only an hour skill. So you want to pop it right before your troops get into the flag. If you pop it when they're in the flag already, it doesn't do you a damn bit of good. Yeah, I appreciate the subscription, Sergio. You know, if anyone's new here, that would be a great help to me. Click that subscribe button. Press that like button if you like the content also. Trying to get my videos in front of more people. And that like button definitely helps with that. Oh, we're going to be touching here real quick. So they both got flags down. Who can do what to whom? Let's see. T2A, I would assume, is building here. Yep. You know, if you can build out of the pass, I mean, obviously a mountain jump, your troops got to walk there, right? If you can build out of the pass, you can get that skilled craftsman popped a little earlier. Did these guys fail the pass? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, rest in peace. Rest in peace.
We say bye-bye.
These guys didn't jump the mountains here. Who's random teleporting? Jesus Bonks. Call him Jesus. And we have Jesus in Kingsland. Jesus has been spotted. Oh, bye-bye. Guess he wasn't where he wanted to be. He's up here now. Oh, nope. Alright, let's see where are these guys building. So these guys are going down and to the left. These guys haven't built yet. That might be a farm alliance, just blocking. Yep, so they got skilled craftsman going. Obviously, 25 seconds on that flag. I think the first flags we're going to see touching are down here. And HOB seemed to get here a little bit quicker. 6 hours. Oh my goodness. 3 minutes. Oh, they got him cut off in the choke point. Yep, yep, 75, sorry. That's a lot of troops, nice. My. That is sexy. Flag, how long on this flag? 1 day. So there's not even a single march in this flag. Minute 58 on this one, then they'll build another one. Yep. Those 75 flags are going away real quick. We got everyone here. 916s here, 75s here. I think they desperately want to get those flags built. HOM, that is which kingdom? 1429. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, just like we saw the other day, the 1429 field presence is just absolutely crazy. '75 might have got their flag down first, but yeah. Alloys, how you doing? Did you get your T-shirt? Did that arrive yet? those of you that don't know, Alloys and Hornet both won t-shirts when I did my 4-year stream. I know Hornet got his, and he's in Canada. So hopefully you got yours. You're here in the States. Because you do know there is merch available on my the merch description will pop, or merch link will pop up here every now and again. We'll put it over YSG for now. There is some merchandise you can buy. If you are wearing the t-shirt while you are fighting in KvK, it gives you an extra 3% skill damage. If you are drinking from the coffee mug or using the mouse mat while you're fighting in KvK, it gives you an extra 3% march speed. Sweet. Yeah, no problem, Alloys. Thanks for consistently joining the stream, my friend. I appreciate that. See, Hornet got a t-shirt, and he's, facts. 3% extra skill damage if you're wearing your t-shirt. So this flag has 19 minutes. Come on, get some people in there. There we go. Okay, and then that flag is getting swarmed real freaking quick. Chilsey, good afternoon. Hope all is well with you. Alright, let's take a quick peek elsewhere. Come back to there. We'll see that flag get swarmed here. So these guys were trying to build up, or 75 was trying to build up and cut them off, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So this is going to be the slow game then for 1916 1075. See, now this right here, an 85 million power player, random teleporting in Kingsland. You don't do that when my kingdom is in Kingsland. That is an instant red flag. MF saying, okay, I need everyone here. We're going to swarm a city. That takes some balls. 85 million power to be random teleporting that close to enemy zone. And let's see, are they doing this right? Okay, we got Peace Frog in there. We got Sleepy Kai in there. So a couple of the leaders of the kingdom were able to port in. I guess I would prefer to see their higher power players port in there, but it is what it is, right? Just bought a house, and the wife had me working all morning. Well, yeah, there's something called a honey-do list that now that you are a homeowner, you will have pretty much every weekend. So we'll stay here 1 minute 19 seconds. Watch this flag get swarmed. Guarantee you there's not a lot of troops in there. It would be stupid to rally it. I mean, I'm thinking maybe 1 or 2 marches got in there at the most. Dude's scouting the flag. Does it fucking matter what's in there? Does it really fucking matter what's in there? Just swarm the bitch. See, a lot of Kingsland is about he who gets your territory built first, can get your teleporters in there first. That's a huge advantage to the side that can start getting the teleporters in there first. You know, the problem is all these damn resource nodes, right? So what you do is you have a couple of people assigned. Okay, we're gonna have Jack and we're gonna have Jill teleport in first. Everyone put troops in their city. You know, so then you load up their city with reinforcements and oh, sorry, missed the flag swarm. You know, you load up Jack and Jill's city then with reinforcements and everybody teleports in and out come all the marches. Alright, so this is from where? These dotted lines? I don't see a flag here. Alright, so they cut off 75 from jumping there, so 75 is going to have to build this way or build up this way now, which is going to take a little bit more time, but it is the weekend, so hopefully everyone has the time. Is this alliance jumping anywhere? I don't see any. Nope. Is that the only place there were fights thus far? Yeah, I mean, this is fire going in. This is earth going in. Let's look at water and fire on this side. Looks like water's got a few cities ported in over here. But again, the field, I mean, the field presence from fire is just insane. These are all fire troops all over this water zone. You know, one, preventing other cities from porting in, occupying teleport spots, although it looks like we got a spot here. Oh, maybe not. That's probably within that pass area. You know, over here on the edge, maybe this corner here. I mean, these guys have to take advantage and get some of the cities in here. Otherwise, they're going to be totally screwed. That flag's got a minute. Let's watch troops get jumped as soon as they come out of the flag. And delayed reaction. Here's the explosion for the flag that was swarmed, the 75 flag that was Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't see water presence here at all. Are they being gate blocked now? Yep. So their gate, I mean, that all the more reason then that they got to get cities teleported in, right? Because they're gate blocked. They can't get any more troops through the gates. It looks like they're building a little bit down here, but that's not going to last long. These guys got a long way to march. 178 million? Yeah, you're not rallying that. These guys got a long way to march to get into the action, and it looks like there's a natural choke point here between the mountains. Y'all need to back up and ball up and fight together. If half of you go in and get destroyed and then the other half is still standing there, that's not going to help things. But okay, now water's pouring through this gate. Dropped a flag. They just can't get any troops in there. Okay, there's one that just got in there. Yeah, I mean, if you pop your skilled craftsman, you need to be getting troops through those flags. That's a 1 hour alliance skill. Right? If you can't get troops into those flags to take full advantage of that, good luck. Hey, Mark. Clash Royale Mark. I assume you are a huge Clash Royale player then, huh? Oh, here's a lot. Yeah, 75 looks like they're building up and to the left here. HOM is coming down to meet him. HOB is going over to meet him. 916 looks like they're making a beeline for the Zig. I mean, really, their water camp or wind is on the right, water's on the left. These guys are allies, so there's no point in building straight over for them. They gotta get up here and get in the fight. Yeah, just look at that presence though from fire. I mean, 75 is slowly getting their cities in there. I would like to see some higher power cities poured in though, and not 67 million. But I guess at this point you take what you can get, right? I mean, 95 million. What are you doing at 95 million? Way back here. You should have used another teleport. Move your ass. You should be moving your ass up here as soon as you can. Get to the front, right? $317 million. Am I reading that correctly? Thanks, Boba. Have a good one. Am I a Packers fan? Yes. Yes, since as early as I can remember. How about you? What American football team do you support? Keep in mind, if it's the Bears, we're going to have issues. There comes a king buff from somebody. See lots and lots of fire marches going home there. Sad facing though, but then that would make sense since they're further away from their territory. They're probably fighting till they're dead. They're not refreshing troops. Let's see if we got any reports yet. Okay, Yafi, this You were asking which formation for Guan, right? And I'm sorry, I'm just seeing your message there now. Guan, you want this wedge formation. That gives an extra 5% skill damage. You're a Colts fan? Yeah, I got no issues with the Colts. Back when I worked for a company that was headquartered there out of Indianapolis, stayed at Holiday Inn that was very close to Lucas Oil Field. Beautiful stadium. Thought we might get Rodgers this offseason. Hey, go for it. Go for it. Please give us like 2 or 3 number ones and 2 or 3 number twos, you know. Let's do like a Herschel Walker trade, you know. Where Dallas sent Herschel Walker to the Vikings. What was that, back in the late 80s, early 90s, and got like 3 number ones, 3 number twos, and Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman all came from that draft then. Yeah, let's do it. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong. Rodgers has done great for the Packers. Took us to a Super Bowl, won a Super Bowl. But at the same time, I think he is past his prime. And there is a point where at the end of the day, it's a business. What's up, like Ken? Hey there, Sheriff. Have a kick-ass time. Thank you. Thanks for jumping on. I just think Rodgers is past his prime. He's got a couple good years left, but the good years. I think the Packers need to start now with Jordan Love, who's got a few years under his belt, and see what he's going to give us. And if he's not the answer, he's not the answer. But you got to get him started now while we got those young receivers so that they can build that chemistry and we can see what type of young team that we have. And honestly, I just hate all of the Aaron Rodgers offseason drama. He likes to see his face on every single radio show and every single ESPN first 5 minutes of an ESPN Sports Center broadcast. You know, I guess I was reading somewhere that said if Tom Brady retires this year, Aaron Rodgers will probably play one more year. If Brady doesn't retire this year, then Rodgers may retire this year. And the reasoning they were giving is perfectly sound in my opinion. Rodgers doesn't want to go into the Hall of Fame the same year Tom Brady goes into the Hall of Fame because Rodgers wants the spotlight. And I can totally see that. I think the man has a huge ego, but hey, what do I know? Yeah, he's not a stupid person. You know, you can't be stupid and be that successful as a quarterback in the NFL. But at the same time, he's got an ego. He's a prima donna. He thinks he's better than everyone else. You know, just in his mannerisms lately. You know, yeah, if your receiver runs the wrong route or drops the ball, it's a bad thing. But don't throw a fucking temper tantrum or call him out in the media. Yeah, and when I say ego is quite a bit different than believing in yourself, right? You know, you can have full belief in yourself that you can do it or you can lead a team or whatever, but ego is a bit different. I mean, I'm sure every NFL player out there has a belief that they can be the best, and they need to have that. I just don't like. I mean, some of the passes he threw this year were just way off, and you can't tell me that those receivers ran the wrong routes every single time. I mean, even some of the passes to Randall Cobb and Sammy Watkins, who were our veteran receivers, they were just not there. You know, and then it's, oh, well, he's got a broken thumb. Okay, well, if a broken thumb is impacting his play that badly, then let's let somebody else play until his thumb is better, at least. You know, come on. And I pretty much said these same things when it was coming to the end of Brett Favre's career, too, in Green Bay anyway. You know, sick of the off-season drama. I'm going to retire. No, I'm not going to retire. I'm going to retire. You know, are we going to get a third Hall of Fame quarterback in a row with Jordan Love? I don't know. He has glimpses where he looks really, really good. And this year, he did really, really well. I was impressed with his preseason. He did quite well there. When he came in against, I forget which team it was, the Eagles maybe? You know, I thought he performed fairly well on some cleanup duties there. But, you know, you really don't know until they're the full-time starter, right? But I would hate for us to get rid of Love, a very young quarterback with potential, without seeing how far that potential will take him. You know, I guess I tell everyone all the time, I've been a Packers fan since I can remember. I lived through the 1970s. I lived through the 1980s when the team was absolute garbage. And the best game of the season was when we played Tampa Bay to see who would not finish in the bottom of the, what was it? It was the NFC Central Division at that time. You know, so I prayed and I prayed and I prayed for years that I would just see the Packers win one Super Bowl before I died. I saw them win one with Brett Favre. I could then die a happy man. Saw them win a second one with Aaron Rodgers. And okay, fantastic. You know, if they never win another Super Bowl again, I'm still going to die a happy man because I seen them win two. Right? My philosophy is there are lots of Chicago Bears fans that come to Wisconsin and that vacation here in Wisconsin. And many of those Bears fans are, how do I put this? I mean, I guess I'll just spit it out. Many of those Bears fans are overprivileged, rich motherfuckers who think that just because they come here and spend some money here, that they can treat people who live in Wisconsin like trash. I live in Chicago, I'm better. Now, I know lots of people that live in Chicago that are down-to-earth, great people. But I see many, many more that come on vacation here that are absolute trash to their fellow man. So, as long as we beat the Bears twice, it's a good year. Super Bowl, doesn't matter. Sure, do I want to see the team do well? Do I want to see them get to the Super Bowl? Absolutely. Do I want to see them win the Super Bowl? Fantastic. But as long as we beat the Bears twice, that's a good season for me. All right, so I'm not seeing any. Oh, yep, flags are about to touch. Are we burning flags? That's fire. I don't know that they can get there. Too much fire field presence to touch that. And look at fire is all over this flag. This wind flag that's building. So yeah. One guy poured it in there. Gingerbread skin. We're everywhere in Colorado, War Machine. I have relatives in Denver. I have relatives in West Pueblo, or Pueblo West. I forget exactly which it is. And then my dad grew up in La Junta. Also have some friends in Grand Junction. So I get out to Colorado as often as I can. I you know, when I get old, I want to just buy a cabin in the mountains and just get a rocking chair and sit on the rocking chair and stare at those mountains. Substances that are legal in Colorado would expand the fun in that rocking chair, staring at the mountains, right? Send a hail to Brazil. Welcome, Martin. Welcome. Welcome. Yep. That flag got swarmed. So it looks like, as we try and scroll out here, looks like wind camp building up here to cut off fire. Fire instead cut off wind. So now it looks like the next time those territories will touch is over in this area here. We'll probably see some flag rallies over here real soon. But let's check on water and fire over here. Looks like we have territories touching. We have flags burning. I mean, this start does not, I'm sorry, 916 Electro King Skywalker, this start does not look good. I know Kingsland is more than a one-day fight, but just this start is not looking good for y'all. 75 had CC and a building flag. No. Yeah, I missed that, Stitch. Thank you. My assumption would be the building flag that was over in this area here. Bloody Madness, good afternoon. How's it going, my friend? Glad you stopped by. Yeah, and I mean, all these fire marches here on the field, though. I don't know that they had a choice, though. They put in the flag what they can put in the flag. Okay, this guy, Mirror, he just jumped out of a city to fight, so you know he's got war frenzy. He's on 75 territory. Let's see it in prison. Martin, thanks for the subscription. Appreciate that. If you guys are new to the stream, subscribing costs you absolutely nothing. Dropping a like on the stream costs you absolutely nothing. Helps me out greatly, though. Striving to get to that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours here in the near future. Those are the YouTube magic numbers to get monetized. And then make a little bit of coin from every stream, which will go right back into the game itself or into equipment or graphics or what have you to help keep you all entertained. I'm not looking at this as a business, not looking to make $1 million and be a Mr. Beast or anything like that. But if it helps supplement the bundles that I can buy in the game or helps me purchase graphics to enhance the stream, fantastic. And in 15 years when I retire, if it provides me a little extra income, hey, that's good too. More of a hobby, just to keep myself entertained at this point in time. And hopefully keep you all entertained at the same time. So, yeah, I mean, Kingsland is a long fight, don't get me wrong, but it's not looking pretty. Not looking pretty. Just being real here, no offense to any 91665 players or folks from Wind or Water Camp that are tuning in. I just think the field presence right now that Fire and Earth have is vastly better. I mean, y'all are going to get to the zig, obviously. You're going to touch the zig here, here, and here. But it looks like as far as territory goes, you're going to probably have about, I guess would be probably about a little more than a third of King's Land, whereas Earth and Fire will probably have about a little less than 2/3 of King's Land. So, but I mean, if you can build the flags and get your territory in there and get your cities in there, that's what you need to focus on at the moment. And then it's just a matter of attrition after that. Who can last the longest? I cannot, since I don't have 1,000 subs yet, War Machine, since I don't have 1,000 subs yet, and I don't have 4,000 watch hours yet, I cannot take donations through YouTube. If you're interested in donating, and please keep in mind, you absolutely do not have to, but if you are interested in donating, there is a Streamlabs donation link in the video description. You can click on that and donate through PayPal. But again, I know you're a very generous man, but please do not feel obligated to donate a dime. C116365. Ayub, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that. Getting anxious. Yeah, Stitch, these are Imperium or very high AC kingdoms, but they don't fight like we do, I guess. And I'm not trying to toot our own horns or anything, but I mean, we see these cities, a 95 million or a 80 million city on the field somewhere, off territory. Unless we are hard pressed to defend a flag, I mean, MF is saying, guys, let's go, let's swarm. And he'll start swarming first, right? And they'll be gone. Goodbye. Thanks, War Machine. Appreciate it. It's the thought that counts, so thank you for that. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the only way that I have to accept donations at the moment. So there, oh man. These guys are gonna have to 2 minutes there. 3 minutes there. So they need to take down this flag like ASAP. ASAP. But with the field presence from Earth and Fire here, it ain't gonna happen. I mean, Cyborg 787. Wait. Did I see that right? Cyborg, I know you're probably a good dude. 6 billion kill points, very respectable. 80 million deads, extremely good. What the fuck are you doing with Attila on the field? Surely a 700 million player has better marches than Attila to come out and field fight. Yeah, exactly, Alloys. They would need Cyborg to lead those swarms. Many of their players are small spenders. And they're mainly trying to get field control. Yep. There was a nice random teleport from somebody in Fire Camp. Very nice random teleport. 95 million. I mean, I would expect him to be in the middle of these fights and not indecisive on where to go. Cosmic, thank you for the subscription. Cosmic Teapot, what a name. That's awesome. Oh, yep, you're right, Stitch. Flag built, he got automatically teleported. But for a second there, it was a good one, right? Build, they're not even, I mean, that might be a scout, but it's too late for a rally. I mean, SQ's rushing over to try and get this flag built. And I'm sorry, guys. We're kind of dominating watching this side of the map and not looking at this side of the map. And really, there's a reason for that, right? In watching this KvK today and the day before, I did not see much out of the, no offense. I'm not meaning to offend anyone. I'm just being real here. I didn't see much out of the water camp that impressed me. So I think Fire can dispatch them relatively quickly over here. And this to me, honestly, is more interesting because I have friends in 1916. And I want to really watch what they're doing. And everyone was saying that 429 was a powerhouse, and based on their field presence, it sure looks like they are. $14.19 is, yeah, I think you mean $14.29, right? And good to see you, Rice. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Yeah. So now that flag's already on fire. I was going to say I would expect some flag rallies. Come on, Felipe. Rally the troops. Let's go. And they just built this. Yeah, I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what's going on here. Why build this way if you're not going to try and rally flags or try and defend your own flags? And maybe they're just fighting in the field to buy some time. They'll repair these flags and then fill them with a proper garrison. Once they get cities with garrison commanders ported in, God only knows. God only knows. I'm not going to pretend to know war strategy. Ark of Osiris, yeah, I'm all over that shit. But war strategy, yeah, they tell me where to go. They say Lambo smash, and I go smash. I mean, it does seem like 1916 is getting more of a field presence in this area over here. Looks like activity is down. There should be a lot more players around. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Felipe, good to see you, Felipe. Were your ears burning? Did you hear me yelling at you a few minutes ago saying rally the troops? Oh, look at T2A flag. Which one? These are the T2A flags, right? Oh, these are SQ16. Where's T2A flags? So, I mean, yeah, it looks like T2A is getting people in here quite well. So they're building up. SQ16 is building over here. So they're going to have two alliances here very shortly to help fight, what is this, one alliance? HOM. And this territory over here is from HOB, I would assume a sub-alliance. So, I mean, yeah, it looks like 916 is going to be set up very soon here to potentially do double rallies. Whereas HOM has pretty much blocked off HOB from building this to the left any further. So, yeah, time will tell. Time will tell. John R. is saying he's played for 1,400 days across a bunch of accounts, and 429 caught me out in KvK 1, in one KvK. Only kingdom to get my city. They used to have one more alliance, 429. Ways to die, they've always been a strong A kingdom. 429 ways to die, they've always been a strong kingdom. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I just started streaming several months back, so I really didn't pay attention much to who is a strong kingdom and who's not a strong kingdom. I mean, you know your 254s, you know your 365s. Oh. Okay, so T2A's building here, and SQ16 is going to block them here. I don't know if that's intentional. I think SQ would, and again, I'm no war strategist, right? But I would think SQ would want to build up. Try and take out this flag here, this building flag here. And leave T2A some space to squeeze past them so that they can potentially do double rallies if need be. But again, I am no war strategist. I guarantee you that the 916 players, their war leads, have put a lot more thought into this than I have. Wow, we got 67 people watching. That is absolutely fantastic. If you're new here and haven't subscribed yet, yeah, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're enjoying the content, hit that thumbs up button. Greatly appreciate it. Each and every one of you for spending some time on your Saturday or Sunday, wherever it is that you live, joining me to kind of watch this KvK. It's been a good Kingsland thus far. Wistique. Oh. Sorry about that. I hit the wrong foot pedal there that blurred the screen out temporarily. My apologies. I gotta disable that shit since I'm not in KvK myself anymore. There's no need to blur the entire screen out. I do apologize for that, guys. No, Rice, Kingdom 1029 is a very low D seed kingdom. We do that on purpose. Kingdom is closed. If you migrate here without permission, you are food. We will zero you until you leave. No drama. So we purposely maintain a very low seed kingdom. It's much easier for us to manage. There's not a lot of drama. We do have quite a few fighters in the kingdom, though, and enjoy very much playing in a smaller kingdom with like-minded individuals who we are all friends with, and not having to deal with the drama that A seed kingdoms, B seed kingdoms, Imperium kingdoms provide. Generally, that does well. I mean, I guess we are 4 wins, 2 losses in our heroic anthem KvKs playing together. Several of those were before they implemented the stars. 2 of those were before they implemented the stars. So you will see 2 stars on our banner. Generally we can smack some people around, but there are some KvKs that, it doesn't work out like we want it to, right? Look at chat. Ooh, there's a city rally. 3.1 million power loss to 3.9 million power loss. Looks like a flag rally there. Very nice. Find out where was the flag. No. Tilanevsky, there's another one. Ooh, nice trade. Electro King out here flexing with some city rallies. Very nice, Electro. I want to take a look. Where was that flag? Where's that flag? No, that's not what I wanted. Come on. Gives me that right there. That's the location of the flag. Lino, thank you for your subscription. Do greatly appreciate that. Wow, we have jumped like 27 subscribers during this stream. Thank you guys. Okay, so it looks like SQ had that one flag. Remember, I said they built a flag that was blocking T2A. Looks like they deleted that. I don't. Am I psychic? I don't know if I am. Shit, I gotta go buy a lottery ticket. But yeah, it looks like T2A is building up here now. SQ has stopped building here. More than likely, I would guess that they try to push up here and focus here, and that they start trying to burn back here to cut off some of this territory, right? That's going to be easier said than done, though, with the rest of Fire Camp coming in hot and heavy over into the Ziggurat area. It does not look like Water Camp is getting much of a presence built out over here, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see. There's Kiergan porting to the front lines. Assassin porting to the front lines. Trying to cut off these troops going to build this flag. That's nice work there. Smart play. Smart play. Peace Frog. Okay, see, this is what I was talking about earlier, right? When you have players that are going to port up to the front line, fill their fucking city. Fill their city with troops and jump out and attack. Now we just need to get 916 just needs to get some of these Fire and Earth March is cleared out of here so they can get some more teleport space, get some more cities ported in there. But they're making the right play so far, in my opinion, right? Future museum buffs. My assumption would be that Alex will probably get a buff in the museum. Edward, Tommy, Constantine. You know, those second generation commanders. Probably Khan. And I forget who the Khan and Saladin, right? No, not. But I mean, those are just a few of the commanders now. I mean, I've got some coins saved, so I'm ready to jump on it if any archers are in there. Right. That said, it'll cost me a pretty penny because every single commander that's in the museum now, even dumbass Charlemagne. My OCD was killing me the other day. I just had to get the Charlemagne one just because it was the only one I didn't have. So that'll cost me a pretty penny of those coins if I want to get what comes out. But if there are any archers in there, guarantee you I will jump all over that. But I would assume if there are archers in there, it'll probably be the Edward. I think Alex is still a viable commander, and a lot of people use him, as we can see based on this fighting. So I don't know if they would buff Alex. I don't see Constantine getting used much in SOC anymore, other than in Lost Canyon. So I would assume that they would do Constantine just to get him out there again. But I mean, has Lilith even come out and said that they're going to add new museum buffs in there? I think eventually they will. They'll have to, but you know, when will that be? I would have expected to see them by now, but I guess it you know, it's all about the money, right? Okay, one of the rules of my stream, Rice, is we don't talk about Tamiris being a good commander. We say she is an absolute garbage commander, and nobody should get her, right? We need to keep her a secret so that you and I and others that have her already expertise and know how good she actually is can use her on the field, right? Robert, if you're talking about armaments, I would go for all damage first before health. You know, because you figure a 0.5% all damage, that's going to give you 0.5% on skill damage, 0.5% on counterattack damage, 0.5% on attack damage. So that's 1.5 there. So if you can get a few all damage armaments on your commanders, that's gonna do you better than health will. But again, armaments, it depends how you fight also, right? I mean, if you slam 7 marches into the murder ball and sad face all those marches, you might want to prioritize that damage and that attack so you can do as much damage as possible and let your teammates clean up. If you're one who goes in and attacks, and as soon as you get targeted, you pull back, you know, do you want defense? Do you want health then to sustain your marches a little bit longer as you pull back, especially if you're going back to refresh troops when they get yellow? You know, it's all personal preference too. So, you know, not knowing how you fight, it's hard for me to say. I'm personally trying to prioritize all damage, followed by health, followed by defense. Now, I do plan to get some equipment that prioritize all damage and attack, specifically for rallies when we control the field. If we control the field and I'm throwing an archer rally out there and I know it's not going to get swarmed, then I want as much attack equipment, as much attack armaments, attack city skin, attack rune. You know, I want as much attack as I can possibly have on that rally. If we don't control the field and it's a rally that's going to get swarmed, you know, that's when you're looking to do more defensive and health type equipment, armaments, etc. I hope I answered your question. I know it's not a solid answer, but a lot of it depends on how you play. Yeah, honestly, I'm waiting for VIP 19. It's long overdue. I know many people swear at me when I say that, but it's long overdue. So it looks like T2A now cut off SQ from touching the Zig, which is fine. They're in the same coalition. They want to get as many people into the fight now as they can, I imagine. Yeah, I mean, my marches on the field. Marches. Oops, nope. I generally, if I'm 7 marching, I'm generally running 3 archer, 2 infantry, 2 cavalry. I might throw a Trajan in there. But I like archers. I like my archers. I have every archer commander maxed, whereas I'm still missing some infantry commanders, still missing some cavalry commanders like Chandra. So I have lots of options when it comes to archers, and unlike infantry, unlike cavalry, the archer commanders to me seem very, very interchangeable. You can pair Boudica with YSG. You can pair Boudica with Artie. You can put Tamaris behind Boudica. You can put YSG behind almost any commander in the game. Cyrus is good with a lot of different commanders. Henry Gilga Gilga Henry's a fantastic rally. Boudica Henry's a fantastic rally. I mean, there are lots of pieces you can put together if you have the archer commanders, whereas cavalry commanders, it's not like that. Yeah, I was using Sargon CJ and last KvK it was Nebu Tommy. I recently switched to Gilga Tommy. But yeah, it seemed like when Max KvK Tech too, but at the same time, it seemed like if I was able to single out a march with even 5 of my marches, that it would just melt very quickly, especially if Sargon was there and Tommy was there. In my opinion, the best matchup with Cyrus is Cyrus Ramses. That is a very, very strong march. Now, I no longer have equipment for 4 archer marches. I have equipment for 3, so when I used 4 archer marches, Cyrus Ram would be my 4th, but I don't use 4 anymore. I used to have 4 sets of archery equipment, the 4th set being entire purple proc set, but I dismantled that when I needed some materials in the middle of KvK to make another, I think it was Ring of Doom and Horn of Fury. Here, I'm just going to jump to Discord real quick here. I want to show you guys quickly what MF got today. Lucky son of a bitch. Just gotta find the screenshot of it. hell did we put that screenshot? It's mixed in here with all the food porn, I think. Alright, well, we're going to switch real quick to the desktop view. So MF got this inscription on one of his wedge armaments today. Troops receive a 5% boost to skill damage when dealing direct damage to a target. Excuse me. Troops receive 5% boost to skill damage. Period. Next sentence. When dealing direct damage to a target, the damage has a 30% chance to be boosted by 10%. Cooldown 5 seconds. I swear. Man got so lucky with that one. That's one of the better inscriptions out there, right? Rise is saying new Archer garrison going to be good. Counter Tariq. Someone in Archer Discord posted a screenshot of VFA supports saying new Archers were coming soon. I can't, I thought leadership was next myself. I thought, a lot of the stuff that they put out with Archer towers reference equipment skill trees. So you would think that they would have to do equipment skill tree or equipment commanders here, or commanders with equipment skill trees here in the near future. But, God only knows with Lilith. Either way, I am saving my gold heads for when I need them. So, yeah, we just came out of KvK. As far as commanders go, I'm working on Chandra Gupta in the daily bundles. I am working on Flavius in the infantry MGEs, and Jan Ziska in the cavalry MGEs. I want to get. Right now I use Xeno YSS if I have to garrison. I'd like to get Flavius so that I can move YSS over to put him behind Jadwiga if necessary. Yeah, that was one of the legendary inscriptions. If we go, actually, where I always forget where this damn codex is, right? So if we go to a commander and we look at the codex, you can see that each formation has one inscription that's listed in orange. And I guess with all the different inscriptions and all the different formations out here, to get a wedge formation with a legendary inscription, I mean, that's like winning the lottery. Yeah, Tachi, they are. Well, I mean, I think Earth Camp is over here fighting a little bit too, right? But, oh, maybe not. Is this the Earth Camp in the middle? Let's see, 60 is Earth Camp, yes. Yeah, 60 is Earth Camp. So they're building straight to the Zig, although they might be fighting here. But, I mean, yeah, so it looks like Earth Camp and Water Camp are going to touch here very soon. There's going to be some fighting going on here. But fire's already pressuring, I'm sorry, did I say Earth and Water? Yeah, Earth and Water are going to be touching here soon, pink and blue. But fire's already pressuring Water Camp, the yellow here. So, yeah, they're doing some work, if I do say so myself. But I think now that T2A and SQ16 are both touching fire here, that fire might need to pull all their resources over here to this side. So I'm going to leave you guys on this screen a second to watch some open field fights. I need to do a quick bio break. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Sorry about that. Oh my goodness, you lose 10 people watching the stream when they go to take a piss, huh? Oh well. Thank you all for sticking around. I do not yet have a bucket next to my desk here, so I do have to excuse myself when nature calls. That said, I don't think my wife would be too keen on me just pissing in a bucket next to my desk, right? All right, let's go. 1916, let's go. Christopher Miller, welcome, says 1429 will clap them. Robert, they meant to pee also. Like one of those things where women have to go to the bathroom together. What? A streamer gets up to use the bathroom and everyone watching does the same, right? Okay, here comes the rally. King skill, Felipe, king skill. Jadwiga in there. Oh, that's getting melted. I expect a swarm here. There's a king skill. They're still shoveling troops in there. Oh, now we're lagging out. Did they cancel the rally? Did they cancel the rally, or is it lag on my end? Cancel the rally. I didn't see all kinds of sad faces going away, so I don't think the rally died. Unless I'm blind and absolutely missed it. I don't know. I don't building flags are the easiest to destroy, right? Because you can't just you can't have one player just shoveling all kinds of troops in there. You can only have one march per person. So, wow. I missed the sad faces. All right. Put my bifocals back on here or something. It's still got 5 minutes, so one more rally you might be able to get in. Yeah, I mean, it's rally the flag, and okay, Cyborg leads the swarm. You know, I know there are kingdoms that say, oh, don't swarm until the white numbers for the garrison are this, and the white numbers for the rally are that, but this is a building flag. Who cares? I don't, you know, I know Skywalker and Sleepy Kai and Felipe. I'm sure they do a very great job managing that kingdom. I just think there are a lot of low spending free to play players there that were attracted to, and nothing against low spending free to play players, but I think a lot of them were attracted to that kingdom initially because it was a Dragothian kingdom. So I think, you know, if they lose this KvK, and there's lots of time left in Kingsland, right? But if they lose this KvK, they may want to look at not necessarily clearing the dead weight, but look at the organization of the kingdom as a whole. Just my opinion. And what they want to accomplish. Do they want to stay a high A seed kingdom or drop and be a very high B seed kingdom? You know, now that said, a high B seed kingdom does get matched up at times with A seed kingdoms. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Okay, John, thanks. You know, and don't get me wrong, I love Felipe, like brothers, obviously. Felipe is good shit. Sleepy Kai's good shit. There are lots of players in this kingdom that I am friends with, right? But I'm just stating my opinion here, and I hope it doesn't offend them. At the same time, I'm sure it's what they're thinking. Many of them are thinking, and it's hard for them to express that, I'm sure. But it is what it is. I guess at the end of the day, if you're playing with a group of people and you're having fun, realistically, that's what matters most. And if they're all having fun playing together, win or lose, and just looking for some good fights and some good fun, hey, great. So I don't know, unless the rally's like almost there. I don't know that I think this flag's getting built. Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, like I would expect to see their 700 million player ported in right here. I mean, right fucking here. I mean, I know. I mean, that's how we do it. I mean, I'm not saying we do everything perfectly, but I mean, that's how most kingdoms do it. Okay. Let's get our top tier, our whales, to port right in by this flag so that they can constantly reinforce the rally or launch the rally or swarm the flag or whatever. But I don't even know where. I'm sure Cyborg's a good dude, but where is he? Let's just take a look here. There we go. You see Kiergan up front. See Peace Frog up there. I mean, honestly, they don't have a lot of whales. They don't have a lot of people I would call whales. It's a lot of people in that 60 to 90 million range. And when you have an alliance with lots and lots of players in that 60 to 90 million range, they have to be hyper active. I mean, you need them all online. Not online for 2 hours until the hospitals, and I'm not saying this is what they're doing, but not having them online for 2 hours till the hospitals fill up and then jumping off. Right? And yeah, your top tier whales have to lead the charge. Okay, so Cyborg is here. Moving over so they can get another one in there, right? Okay, good. 118 million, good. There's Electro King right on the front lines, good man. Felipe, yep. And they got repairing flags here and here now, so maybe their focus has shifted over here. Obviously, they don't want this territory all to disappear. I mean, it looks like all the titled officers are over in SQ, so. Got the rally on the flag there. I can't really tell what it is. I'm assuming it's a... I mean, I see the drone skills firing off like crazy, but I didn't see it coming in, so I couldn't tell. It's over here. What is it? Nope. I swear I think I'm clicking on the rally. Okay, that's got to be Attila Nevsky then? Or Attila Joan maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Fire's got the field here, so they're just going to let the rally do the work and not let reinforcements get in that flag. Smart. See, this is where we lose our patience in 1029 and say, fuck it, let's just swarm it too. We don't always play smart. I'll be the first one to admit that, but we have a hell of a good time doing it. So from what I can tell, the rally's taken like 13,000 damage, and the garrison has taken close to 40,000 damage. So, you know, now there goes the Xeno. There goes the Xeno.
And we say bye-bye.
That's right. That's right. Keep swarming it. Get those other troops out of there. Give them some deads. There you go. Okay, this one next, it looks like, yeah, the field presence for these guys is just absolutely crazy. I mean, we see them shifting cities around, trying to get more people in here, which is a good thing, right? But with the field presence that HOM has, it's gonna be hard for them to do much. All right, let's take a quick look at the map. We'll come back to that flag in a second. So we've got the Earth Camp and the Fire Camp now touching here. We have got the Earth Camp building down towards water. Looks like there's a Xeno in this flag here. Something's hitting it, but I can't tell what. Okay. Just a mistake. Somebody tried to ninja it. Yeah, AMD. This is what? This is water camp, right? 2460. Yep. Wet. This is well, obviously wet. That's would be the water camp. That's the earth camp. Hey, there's Kat. Good afternoon. Did you have fun shopping last night? All ready for your trip? So yeah, it looks like Earth and water are going to be fighting here very soon. Well, they're already fighting. Big. That doesn't sound like a familiar. 2332, they are part of the Fire and Earth group. Okay, so they're the fire's coming down here. It looks like, my guess is that yellow and pink are going to focus on blue and try and get them out, and then they will all turn their attention to red and try and get them out. So unless something changes very, very quickly here, it does look like this will probably be wrapped up in probably 24 to 36 hours. I would say once Monday morning comes, if Fire and Earth don't have a hold of Kingsland, then there are some problems. I'm sorry, Smoked Turkey. The fact that you have Mr. in front of your name, I will not be whistling at you anytime soon. So, call it what you will. Lambo doesn't cross swords. Nothing against those that enjoy doing that, but Lambo doesn't cross swords. New subscriber, Shredder. Thank you very much. Is that the Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I think there was a Shredder. There was a Shredder in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? My kids used to watch that. You think 1429 is overconfident, going alone against 1916 1075? Well, if they are overconfident, they're doing a damn good job. I mean, if I think until we see otherwise, I don't think it's overconfidence. I mean, just look at all these marches. They're handling them pretty well. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I got friends in 1916. This is not what I expected to see, but yeah, I'm gonna call a spade, and it's not looking good for them at the moment. There was a flag we were going to go, yeah. I think that's just skirmishing. I don't see a flag there. There's a flag there, and they're probably trying to gain the field so they can hit that flag, right? I mean, we're transferring resources in the middle of fucking Kingsland? I mean, seriously, people. do need to get your shit together and get your resources lined up before you go into Kingsland. If you're going to occupy teleport spots in the middle of fucking Kingsland to transfer resources...
You're an inspiration for birth control.
Sorry, things like this just trigger me, right? I mean, that's just poor planning. Poor planning. I mean, yeah, I know you've been fighting at past 7 for several days now, but you've had several days to get your resources in order so that you could port into the middle of Kingsland and fight without having to transfer resources. You know, now we have Gilbert transferring resources to True Noob, who is looking like a true noob, porting into Kingsland without fucking resources to sustain a battle. Hey Jose, how are you doing today? And then occupying a premium spot on the front row where fighting is taking place. That's just fucking selfish, man. You know, if we look, Gilbert is sending, so this 68 million power player is sending resources to True Noob. So I don't know. I mean, I guess True Noob is probably still out there fighting while Gilbert sends resources, right? But yeah, I mean, this is a spot any fighter would like to have. You're real close to the action, so I don't know. Walter, our new subscriber, thank you very much for joining. Appreciate that very much. If you guys are new here, as you can tell, I call it like I see it. So that offends some. Other people like that. Hey, either way, I try and have fun, keep y'all entertained. But if you are new here, I would appreciate a subscription. If you're enjoying the content, hit that like button. If I'm pissing you off and triggering you, hey, hit that thumbs down button then. I really don't care. I'm having fun. This is just a hobby of mine. So, hey, my goal is to keep you entertained and call it like I see it. I don't mix words. I don't sugarcoat things. It is what it is. Now let's check out the land. Yeah, I mean, they got a good chunk of land in here. They can get more cities in here. They can build some flags in back here to teleport more cities in. But at the same time, you know, I think Earth Camp and Fire Camp over here are going to dispatch of Water Camp fairly quickly, and that will leave Wind Camp in here all by themselves. But that's just my observation from the fighting I've seen thus far today, and the other day when we were covering this KvK as well. Is it Mehmed? Muhammad? Says resource transfer during Kingsland might get spam report and banned. Yeah, I don't know how that works, but once T2A gets cut off from the west, it's over. So you're talking north, south, east, west. You're talking over here. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if Earth can build down here and cut them off, yeah, that would they'd be done. Yeah, T2A doesn't have a lot of land themselves in here. It looks like all the land is 75 or SQ land. But I mean, you know, T2A, SQ16, they can jump alliances as they need to. I mean, if they can just maintain this territory through this initial push, you know, then they still got a chance, right? But if their shit gets burned to the ground after this initial push, it's going to be tough sledding from there. See, they're back building flags here. Back building flags here. I mean, it looks like 75 is trying to build up here a little bit. You know, maybe then 75 and SQ can do double rallies, but I mean, we've seen these HOM players be successful with single rallies. So if you're having to, if these guys are having to double rally every flag to even get it on fire against single rallies against your own flags, yeah, good luck, guys. I mean, just look at the field presence for fire, right? So, well, yeah, I was gonna go out and look at the rest of the map, sim into some other zones, but my guess is, excuse me, there, I had to clear my throat. My guess is they got a rally coming on this flag very shortly. Let's see if we got any more reports here from Electro King. There's one. Oh, look at that. Cyborg did a rally. It's a favorable report, but I don't see where. Did the flag actually burn? I don't think I've seen a HOM flag burning, so yeah, 2.2 million to 3.8 million. That ain't bad at all. Yeah, Shredder, I'll be honest, I really haven't compared the kill points and the power and this, that, or the other thing, but I'll take your word for it. Let me see, maybe I can look it up on the website here. Where do we go? Yeah, I mean, look, we can take a look together real quick. So 1916, 25 billion power, 533 billion kill points. And what is the other one? 1429, 25 billion power, a trillion kill points. So they have double the kill points, right? And of course, as I have that up, we have a rally coming in on the flag. Tilanevsky again against the Zenobia Flavius. Yeah, I mean, I think the old days of, kingdoms being judged based on their power, I think those days are over. You know, a lot of people. Oh, yeah, Guan in there now. Is that Guan? No Garrison back up. There's Zenobia again. Okay. You know, I think kill points, willingness to take deads, I think that matters a lot more than power these days. You know, sure, if you've got a couple of whales at 700 million power, they can do a hell of a lot of damage. But they're not going to win a KvK by themselves. Oh, premature. Premature on that explosion there. I thought I saw the flag going down. Not the first time, won't be the last time. See, impatience would get the better of me now, and we'd probably be swarming this already. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And unless your 600 or 700 million whale is willing to do some crazy ass shit, you know, like MF does from time to time, and use 200 random teleports to get to an ideal location and swarm down rallies that are going to level 8 passes, yeah. I'm glad it's not just me then, Turkey. Come on, swarm it. Swarm it. Go, 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 swarm it. Do it for the content. Swarm it. Every time I hit my foot pedal to mute now, I'm looking up at my OBS to see if I'm actually blurring the screen or if I'm actually muting. I still can't believe I did that. I hit the wrong foot pedal. Blurred the screen out. I don't know how long it was blurry for you guys back then. But what was that, 30 minutes ago or so? But just start screaming at me in chat if I blur the screen in error. Come on, the sound turned off because I've been in the same place for a while. Okay, they got a counter rally on you. Now swarm the flag, damn it. Ah. See, this is why we swarm flags, right? And why a lot of kingdoms swarm flags, right? At the end of the day, if you're sending rally after rally after rally to burn a flag, you're going to take just as many deads as you would if you just swarm the flag in the first place. I understand the swarm is going to hurt. The players who are swarming are going to take deads. But you're in the first, 3 hours of Kingsland? You need to take these flags down quickly. You need to burn these flags, not let them repair. You have field presence. It's obvious you have field presence. Why did we not swarm that? It makes no sense to me. None whatsoever. I mean, you have the troops there to swarm it. So, I mean, I'll get off my soapbox now, but, you know, if you have to send more than 2 or 3 rallies at this flag to ultimately burn it, you're going to take just as many deads as if you would have swarmed it in the first place. See, and now these guys got a little bit of mojo back, and they're like, oh hey, let's repair this other flag too. You know, so you gotta keep those flags burning. And if a swarm is what you gotta do, then you gotta do it. But hey, that's just me. That's just me. I mean, especially since you see them back flagging already, right? They dropped this flag and back flagged here. You know 75 is coming up here to potentially do double rallies on you. You know, you can't just let that repair. Don't mean to harp on a beat a dead horse, so to speak, but your flags are burning over here. What do you guys think? Am I spot on with those comments, or am I living in a fantasy world and do I play a different game? Yeah, I mean, I get it. Heroic Anthem, there's skills, but it I don't know. To me, it doesn't matter. I really wish I could have streamed the KvK we were just in more than I did. You would have seen one crazy ass D Kingdom playing like 1960. You know, unfortunately, I was unable to stream because, you know, I was teleporting 73 teleports in 24 hours. You know, port in, defend a flag, swarm a rally, port back, swarm an enemy flag, get that burning, port back to another location, swarm down another rally on one of our flags. I mean, we, you know, not to toot our own horn, but we didn't let a single one of our flags burn at all the entire KvK. They might have burned the flag, but we didn't let one burn to the ground. We didn't lose a single flag all of our last KvK. And that's because we're willing to do whatever it takes. I'm not saying these guys aren't, right? But I'm just saying, swarm that shit. Swarm that shit. It's fun. It's fun. I mean, you got to know when to pull off a swarm, right? When your troops get yellow, you back off, let the next guy go. Ooh, some nice fights here. Yeah, I mean, I certainly can. So here's Kat. She's got 5 billion kill points. Nearly 26 million deads. Resurgence, 6.5 billion kill points, 23 million deads. MF, of course, 30 billion kill points, 225 million deads. Mavic 7.4, 36 million deads, almost 37 million deads. Stitch 5.3 billion kill points, 22.4 million deads. Bulgogi has been off for 2 KvKs. He got married, but he's got 3.1 billion kill points, 19 million deads. Plague is relatively free to play, 2.6 billion kill points, 13 million deads. JPI 8.5 billion kill points, 40 million deads. Myself 9.5 billion kill points and 42.6 million deads. And I mean that's just our R5. No, we're a D kingdom. We're a D kingdom. Here, I'll show you. Let's move over here a little bit. Kingdom rankings. Alliance power. 6.8 billion overall power. And then these are all farms, right? This is one of our farm alliances. LPK is another farm alliance. This PK is another farm alliance. I mean, obviously we got some trolls in here. This kingdom is full of losers. We zero them every chance we get, but so, hey, Levon. Yeah, I've got a few resources. That's what 10 farms will get you, right? No, we haven't been in this kingdom all along. I myself started in 1207, went to 1039, then I went to 1052. 1052, it was a great experience. I got this playing in 1052 with OV. But when OV had their first heroic anthem, 1029, MF, Cat, Mavic, and the crew were in that KvK. They were in the same camp as 1052. And I hung out with these guys on Discord more than I hung out with my own kingdom. Got to know them, really enjoyed playing with them, their sense of humor, their maturity, and they like to have fun. So I asked if I could join. Initially, MF said, nope, sorry. Later, 24 hours, and I'm not going to push it. The man said no, so I'm just going to go with it, right? 24 hours later, they came back and said, well, why don't you jump on our Discord and let's have a conversation? And here I am. You want to see alliance kills for? Yeah, I can't show alliance kills for the KvK, obviously. I can show alliance kills for our kingdom, right? Hey, Captain. And Jake, good to see you. Yes, swarm everything. I mean, here's the kick in the pants, right? This is our alliance. We've got the R5 and the R4s. Then we've got our main accounts here in rank 3. Some pretty hefty main accounts. Lots of these folks are free to play low spenders though. And then after that, so that's what? That's 25 in rank 3. 8 in rank 4 and 1 in rank 5. So that's 34 players. Right? Now, if we want to look at rank 2, every single one of these accounts in rank 2 is one of our farm accounts. Okay? I mean, these are all farm accounts. So that 114 billion kill points that you guys just saw, that's 33 players. I mean, we use our farms to fill flags, to fill rallies, to fill passes, and we fight on the field with our main accounts then, right? But That's we're a little different than most. Going good, Captain. How about you? You know, so when I'm sitting here saying, yeah, we swarm everything, we fight like crazy, you can see that I'm not lying. I mean, those are the kills and deads of 33 players. Right? I mean, yeah, our farms have some kills and some deads on them, but nothing astronomical. You know, just whatever they get from filling a flag or filling a rally. I don't know any of us that fight in the open field with our farms. And yet, 30 billion of those kill points are MFs, right? The man's an absolute crazy monster in this game. But at the same time, I'd like to think that the rest of us are fairly respectable fighters in our own right. If you're looking to see MF's account, I made a video about MF back before our last KvK started. Just kind of going through his account, his equipment. I'll put a link to it here in the chat. He has recently expertised every single commander. Yes, every single, including Montezuma, Lubu. I have another video out there about that. If you're curious and want to go and watch those at some point in time. But yeah, he great guy too. He's not, you know, there are whales that I've played with that win every MGE, that win every gold head event, and just, you know, flex their power and for lack of a better term, wave their dick around, right? That's not MF. He is the most selfless man on the planet. He truly understands that we have a small group of players and he cannot win a KvK all by himself. And before he maxed every single commander, expertised every single commander, he would consistently say, no, I don't want first place. I don't want second place. You guys need this more than I do. I need other people with these commanders on the field fighting with me. So he would basically concede and say, okay, everyone else gets high spots. You know, give me 10th, give me 15th, give me 13th place. If I get a few heads, I'm fine with that. Yeah, every single commander he has is expertise rage. And I think after he did that, he still had like 600-700 gold heads to spare. So the man's an absolute monster. And I mean, he's not your typical whale too. He grinds his ass off as well. I mean, KvK, I don't think I've been in one KvK with him where he has not gotten first place in honor. You know, he plays the game and plays the game. And he understands the game too. You know, a lot of whales that I've played with in the past really don't understand the game. Specific example, Solomar in 1039 when he got rallied and had what was it, Caesar Freddy on his wall, right? You know, they just throw money at the game and they think that, okay, I'm going to win because I'm throwing money at the game. Well, MF spends quite a bit of money on the game, but he truly understands the game, understands commander pairings, talent trees, things like that. So, well, Stinkfus, it's Captain. I'll call you Captain. It does not look well at the moment for 916. And I think we can do this time, right? I think that flag's on fire now. We'll scroll out. We'll look at the map, but this territory we're looking at here is 916 territory, and they've got flags burning. So you've got the fire camp that came in from this side and this side. They're in yellow. So fire camp, and it seems like fire camp and what is it? 1429 are soloing against 75 and 916 and doing quite well because the red flags are burning, the yellow ones are not. In the meantime, the Earth camp came down. They're in pink. And they are taking on water camp here in several locations and have lots of water camp stuff burning. Other kingdoms in the fire camp outside of 1429 came down this way, and they are also going against water camp. So it looks like Earth and some of fire are going to try and eliminate water camp from the zone, and then they will refocus and everybody will go at 916 and 75 and the wind camp. So it is still touch and go for them. There's a lot of time left in Kingsland, but it based on the field presence that just 1429 has, it's not looking good. Constance? Well, you can't expertise the blue ones, right? Right, Max? You can't expertise the blue ones. You made me think there for a second, though. I'm like, what? No, he's expertised everybody. I'm like, oh yeah, blues and greens you can't expertise. Good morning. Yeah, if you think I'm bullshitting you, Rage, go watch those videos. Go watch those videos. What's the one called? Let me get on. Videos. Yeah, about a month ago. It's called TSNMF. He did what? Who did he expertise? Excuse me, I'll throw a link up in here for you so you can bookmark it, go watch it later, save it for later. Those are some of my most watched videos. I will try and pronounce your name. Forgive me if I mispronounced it. Thank you for the subscription, Mykola. Do appreciate it. Speaking of that, I want to remind you, if you guys have not subscribed yet, I do greatly appreciate every subscription I get. It's free for you. It helps me out tremendously. In addition, if you're enjoying the stream, enjoying the entertainment, please click that like button. Oh, and Nightbot with the reminder at the exact same time. I mean, there's lots of field fighting going on here. I just don't see the 916 and 75 presence like I see the Fire Kingdom 1429 presence. Mad Felipe adjusting himself just a little bit there. Get somebody else ported in here, more people to defend the flag, right? Hey, the man, the myth, the legend has joined us in chat. How's it going, MF? These guys were not believing me that you have expertise to every commander, so I was giving them links to some previous videos. You guys having fun out there, and you guys in the sand again today? Did you meet Joker in Dubai? I'm glad you dropped by, because you always say I don't stream at a time that you can watch my streams, so. I'm free to play. Well, I mean, compared to what you were spending, you know, when I first joined the group a year and a half, 2 years ago, yeah, I would consider you free to play now as well. Somebody went and got MF and said, hey, Lambo's talking about you on stream, right? Or his sixth sense just timed in. Or he was listening the whole time. I don't know anymore. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. We'll throw up a poll here. Tell me what you guys think. You can remember how to do polls. There we go. Start a poll. There we go. Who do you all think's going to win this one? Fire, Earth, Wind, or Water? Joker told on me, right? I wasn't saying anything bad. I didn't give out your address or anything. Don't worry. While you're here, though, click that like button, please. Yeah, I mean, the field presence for 29 here. I should be able to remember that, but every single time I need to reference their kingdom number, I have to look at my notes here. Right? I'm in Kingdom 1029. This is Kingdom 1429. But, yeah, okay. The field presence for 29 here is just crazy. Just absolutely crazy. I'm sorry, Mad Phantom and Skywalker and Sleepy Kai and Felipe and those of you here in 1916. Yeah, you need to... how do I say this? Get your shit together. You'll be done real fast here. And Electro King, you as well. I appreciate all the graphics work you do for me, but yeah, your 5 armies against these 65 armies ain't gonna do much damage. All right, take it easy, MF. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. Okay, there's a lot of marches going somewhere. Okay. Maybe we're going to get a push here. T2A's balling up here. A little below Kiergan's City. 429 is heading in that direction. Getting cheeseburgered on the way. Max says, now Wind Camp is finally fighting. Zone 6 was just chasing kills for us. Yeah, it looks like we might have some good fights here with T2A balling up here, so. Here goes a rally. I'm assuming it's going to the flag. There's the king skill. Okay, okay. They heard me they heard me telling them to get their shit together, and they may have. We'll shoot out a disclaimer here. If you are epileptic, yes, I can pronounce that word, and bright lights may send you into seizures, you may want to close your eyes and look away from the screen at this time. I can't tell. Did that flag burn? I can't tell. I think it did. I see a Saladin in there. Trying to zoom in and click on it. There it is. It's burning. All right, 1916, way to go.
Fire, 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 fire.
Now there's that big open field brawl that happens after a flag burns. Problem is, I think this flag's got less health on it than this flag does, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. This might be where the action is for a little bit. Now, can SQ16, their other alliance, and can 75 take advantage of that? You know, can 75 take advantage of all the forces, or a lot of the forces being over there, and start burning some of these 429 flags here? This one's repairing, so it got burned at one point in time. This one's burning. That's not a HOB flag though. That's a 75. Okay, that's a 75 flag. Yeah, they back flagged. And once again, we're seeing resources being transferred in the middle of Kingsland. Yes, let's send resources from 169 million player to a 64 million power player on the front lines in the middle of Kingsland.
You're an inspiration for birth control.
Yeah, it looks like 19. What they balled up, had a huge field presence to push in and burn that flag, and now they all went back to refresh. Hey, Robert, thanks for jumping on, keeping us company and chatting. Appreciate it. I know you have many options on how to spend your Saturday day, Saturday evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. You have many of options to choose for entertainment. I appreciate you being here and choosing me for a short time today. So, Max, are you in 1429? I mean, it would be nice if they would allow observers to determine, okay, or, you know, what would be really nice is if, okay, this camp, their territory is all yellow, so we're going to show their marches in yellow. You know, like if I pop out here, make the dots for the camp that's yellow, yellow. Make the dots for the camp that's red, red. So that you can, you know, kind of scroll out and see how many troops of whose are whose. Okay, so well, you guys are going hard if this is a recovered KvK, so nice works thus far. So I want to see some flag swarms there, Max. Tell your leadership we want to see some flag swarms. We want it for the content. Y'all gotta drop out of Imperium, right? I think you're still Imperium. Hey, Cody, I don't recall seeing you in chat yet, but if you were chatting and I missed it, my apologies. I am not always the best multitasker in the world, but it's good to see you here. Okay. Hey, Josh. Cody, thank you for the subscription there. I see that coming through as well. Appreciate that, my friend. Once again, Josh joins the stream and says, "What's up, big man?" And I am making sure that there are no hidden cameras in my house. I wish my wife called me big man. Hey, if you can't laugh at yourself, guys, you know, you shouldn't be making jokes about other people, right? Okay, okay. Just making sure I didn't miss you, Cody. Try and say hello to everyone who joins the chat, especially if it's somebody I haven't seen before. Okay, maybe Fire's not rallying this flag. They're going back down here. Holy cow. So let's see what that looks like. Lots of dots. Lots of dots. And 916 taking full advantage of the situation. Jumping out and cheeseburgering from their cities while the marches are going past. I don't know where this Belisarius thinks he's going. Trying to get in cities to reinforce the flag, apparently, it looks like. Yeah, I mean, this is what you got to do in these KvKs, right? You flow as a group from one flag to another to protect one, to burn one, back to protect one, then you burn another one. These guys have their shit together, and looks like this Xeno is going down quick. Now it's a Guan. So that, okay, back to Xeno. And maybe it's just glitched on my end, because I know sometimes it does that. There's a cheers. Boudica with the beer mug. I love it. That's my favorite emoji. Oof, the misclick. Yeah. Yeah, that switch to a Guan. Somebody's watching the stream. They Boudica again. I don't know. Is that you, Max? Yeah, I've had that emoji on my top emojis ever since that one came out. Oh, Alex, here we go. Now XY. And yeah, just keep swarming the flag once the random troops are in there. You can kill those off real quick. Give them as many deads as you can, right? Uh-oh, you missed your arc today. From KvK fighting, or overslept, or just lost track of time. I mean, it happens, but... Alright, next flag. Where's the next flag? This one's repairing. Oh, people, don't put your troops back in the flag until there's a proper garrison in there. Oh my lord. Oh, hilarious.
Emotional damage.
It's just giving them free kills. Alright, let's see where are all the dots going now. Looks like this flag might be next. But let's scroll out and take a look. Yeah, looks like Earth Camp's coming down here. They're fighting water here, though, so who knows how much they're going to engage with T2A. Let's see if they're building a flag there. Are they touching and my shit is just not updating? There we go. Yeah, it looks like 916 is going to get some pressure from two sides here, maybe? Although you'd think they'd be building a flag by now if they were going to do that. Maybe they're just going to focus on... Although that's a different alliance, right? So that's a different alliance or kingdom than these other three, so... I mean, we'll see shortly, I guess. No, I was going to say they're touching up here, but those are allies. Good morning. Let's end the poll and see where everyone's at here. If I can remember how to end the poll. There we go. So, with 31 people voting, 77% say that they believe that fire and earth are going to win this. 22% say wind and water. So, 916, 1075, and friends. Time to prove the viewers wrong. Right? Yeah, this field presence, though, just absolutely insane. Oh, stop texting me, Dominoes. You're making me hungry. Max, I don't know that it's deadweight. I just think they have a lot more free to play and low spending players in their kingdom that are not as dedicated. I mean, they have the same power as you guys. You guys have, we looked earlier, you guys have 500 million more kill points than they do. You know, so, I mean, I don't know the honor, but if 1429 is last in honor, but they have this kind of field presence, I don't know where 916 is in honor, but yeah, I don't know if 916 is first in honor and are not showing up on the battlefield, then yeah, that's going to be a problem. I mean, what I've seen though so far, you know, much respect from me goes out to 1429. Y'all are doing fabulous here. Yeah, I don't know then. I said about an hour ago, if 916 loses this KvK, they're going to kind of have to take a step back and do some self-reflection. But, I mean, after every KvK, every kingdom should do that, right? Whether you win or whether you lose, you know, you constantly need to be evaluating the state of your kingdom, the state of your players in the kingdom. Cleaning out those that are dead weight and talking as a leadership team and deciding what direction you want to go. Do we want to get bigger? Do we want to get smaller? Do we want to stay the same? You know, so on and so forth, right? And if you're not constantly doing that after every single KvK, your kingdom is going to encounter problems down the road. You know, if you just keep going with the same status quo, and there goes another flag, you are going to have players that burn out. You are going to have players that can't sustain and do back-to-back crazy KvKs again and again and again. So you have to look to be constantly improving and constantly evolving, because staying the same just doesn't cut it in this game, right? Yep. Well, a little late with the whistle, Turkey, but I gotcha. And now all these troops that are marching are from 1429. And I bet this flag is next, right? I mean, they're just systematically taking down flag after flag and keeping them burning. Yeah, I fought against 1254. Yeah, that looks like 1254 field, right? I mean, what do I call it? Looks like ants at a fucking picnic. When there's a slice of bologna left out on the table. Yeah. You come out with your Pakal Herald and see how that goes for you when you get swarmed by 30 players. You go for it, dude. You know, these guys are just going to run through this territory, and let's just go through, get some free kills, pick off these AFK troops. This guy's like, oh, I don't want any of that fucking shit. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Run, Forrest, run. Then he turns around, comes back, says, okay, maybe I can get off one skill cycle. Oh, not anymore. Where did you see that, Shredder? 1916 promised to last 1 week in Kingsland? Just LKC things. Yeah, a lot of people say things and yeah, I mean, they could very well be in Kingsland for 1 week. I mean, it's nothing's over yet, right? I've seen crazier comebacks. I mean, if I was 429 though, I would focus on these flags over here first, right? Get as much of, because this is all 75's got in there, right? I don't think 75 has any other territory in there. Is this are these 75 flags? Yeah, so 75 has got just this. Maybe these are 75s too. Okay. I'm gonna say it looked to me like 75. Maybe that's just 75S. 75 LS has got territory here. Yeah, if you can get this 75S territory out of here, you know, and the closest then 75 can port in. They're smaller players anyway. Bigger whales could always port off territory. Is here. You know, that helps tremendously. Oh, yeah, I don't pay much attention to Kingdom chat a whole lot when I'm in there. And let me just bookmark this real quick. We want to come back to Ray's City. Sorry, my kingdom responsibilities there call as well. Very late to see that Duke. I hope he still needs it. Yeah, they're just going from one flag to another flag to another flag. It's very methodical. I think burn this one more time and it's gone. My guess is this is what they're rallying next anyway, based on the field presence they're bringing here. But I think we're gonna watch this one rally yet, and then we're gonna call it a day. My wife and daughter were in the Dominican Republic for a week. They got home real late last night, and I do want to jump off and spend some time with the wife a little bit today yet. And she just got home from walking the dog, so we'll watch this flag rally, and then we'll call it a stream. Maybe later if they're still fighting here. I assume they will be. 916 doesn't just tuck tail and run. They don't give up. So, maybe later we'll call it a. We'll fire up another stream and do it all over again, right? There's an archer rally. Gilga Henry, my favorite. There will be fireworks today for Lambo. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Down goes another flag. All right, y'all. I think that's where we're gonna end it for now. We'll see what's going on later. Maybe fire up another stream. I do truly appreciate each and every one of you choosing to spend some time with me today, hanging out here while we watch this KvK. If I see anything crazy going on with 1916 making a huge pushback, maybe we'll jump back on sooner. But for now, I am going to jump off. It's my night to cook dinner, so I'll be cooking dinner tonight as well. Well, making breakfast for dinner. It's French toast and scrambled eggs. But that said, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up button. It helps me tremendously. It costs you absolutely nothing. And it was a pleasure to see everyone today. Got to see a lot of new faces. It's great to see new faces in the stream. Don't be a stranger. Check out my other videos. And we'll see you next time. Thanks again, y'all.